We don't know what it feels like to lose, I guess.
A perfect season ends with a state championship trophy for Columbia River. And it's a power trip for these fourth graders, how their work with turbines is sparking more than just electricity. Plus, a familiar face in a new place. How he plans to get the team back on the winning track.
The 2012-2013 3A state champion.
A perfect season for Columbia River ends in a state championship. Hello and welcome to In the Know. I'm Coleen Nelson. A new coach and a new attitude bring a state title to Vancouver. Columbia River High School is the Class 3A soccer champ. Wet, rainy weather in Puyallup couldn't diminish one of the brightest days in Chieftain history. Against a talented Mount Spokane team, Columbia River High School completed an undefeated season, winning 2-1.
When the game was over, it was just so exciting, and like all we've been through the whole season, and then we finally got that state title. It was so exciting.
The team finished with 19 wins, 2 ties, and 0 losses, thanks in part to strong defense and a team-first attitude established by first-year head coach Philemon Afenegas.
We all work hard, and he always strives to make us better. Even if we play well, he always wants that little bit better, so that we keep improving and make ourselves as players and people better.
You know, when we started the year, we didn't really expect to win a championship, so I think that made it that much better for us.
Didn't expect to win the championship? The girls tell a different story.
Well, I thought we were going to win state. That's what we all thought. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in soccer, but we definitely deserved it.
The players give a lot of the credit to Coach Afenegas for focusing what they already had in place, an incredibly tight-knit group.
I've known a lot of the girls since I was really young, so that's been really nice.
They were all very selfless and willing to support each other, and I think that environment that was created in practice and even during games made the whole process enjoyable to be a part of for them and for me.
And in the end, the hard work paid off.
At the end of the game, it was just a weight lifted off our shoulder, all that work we accomplished something. It felt really exciting.
It didn't feel real. I couldn't, I had to stop and think about it. But it was just really emotional. We were all crying and I don't know. It was just really amazing.
Only 5 seniors graduated from this team, so Coach Afenegas and the players we spoke to believe they have a very good chance at repeating next season. One day, these soccer players may join other athletic greats from Columbia River in its new Hall of Fame. The first ever class was inducted into the hall during a recent basketball doubleheader. Among the inductees were state champion athletes and coaches. CR News, Columbia River TV's production students, produced a broadcast of the event. We've posted it on our YouTube page. See it at youtube.com/VanSDTV. Just click on the CR News playlist to watch. Girls soccer isn't the only team at River with a new coach. The girls basketball team, following a winless season last year, is starting fresh with a face you may recognize. As Nick Vole reports, the new coach is having no trouble connecting with his players.
You may have seen Carl Click anchor the news on TV or out and about in Vancouver, where he's lived most of his life. Now you'll see him on the sidelines as the new coach for the girls basketball team at Columbia River. He's taken over a Chieftains team that was 0-20 last year, and the decision to take the job was easy.
Columbia River has this great community of teachers, families, kids. I've always known that, so when the job was open and I was available, it's I want to be part of that group.
The road back to a winning program for the Chieftains starts here on their home court, where Coach Click is teaching the girls about teamwork, effort, and fundamental basketball.
I've used the word small things make a big difference. And so 4 times during practice, I'll say, hey girls, small thing. Make sure you're in this position when you need a rebound.
Timing on passes, getting the right position for a shot, it's just where to be on defense.
It all adds up and it makes you a better player.
Getting teenagers to buy into fundamentals isn't always easy, but Coach Click found a group eager to learn, led by a pair of identical twin senior shooting guards.
We're really excited and we're eager to win and kind of strip our old reputation and go on to a winning season.
Fun fact, I actually played with him in 8th grade for like a weekend in the summer, and I really liked his coaching then. So to find out he was the coach this year made me excited.
Their first game was rough, a lopsided loss to Evergreen.
After we lost our first game, and it wasn't the best game, he puts his hand in and he says, I'm proud to be your coach, guys. So, I don't know. That just made me feel really good.
In Game 2 against Heritage, Coach Click asks his players to believe in themselves and play aggressively.
The instant you step on that court to get ready, warm-ups, starting lineups, okay? We are ready to play, come out of the chute.
And that's just what they do, riding a hot start by the Lowry sisters. And some suffocating defense. The Chieftains jump out to a double-digit lead and hold it, gaining not only their first win in over a year, but the knowledge that last year's record doesn't matter anymore.
Besides the skills, you got to have the confidence and the courage and the heart, and once you get over that hump, then things start happening. But we're going to win one game, and then we're going to win a whole bunch.
For In the Know, I'm Nick Voll.
If you love basketball, tune into Fort Sports. They are broadcasting live from the gym at Fort Vancouver High School all season long. See boys and girls games from the Greater St. Helens League on Comcast Channel 29. And for the schedule, just go to www.esd112/TV, etc. The upcoming election in February gives Vancouver voters 2 chances to support local schools. The Board of Directors for Vancouver Public Schools has submitted 2 levies to voters for the February 12th election. The first is a replacement maintenance and operations levy. It's not a new tax. It replaces the current school levy that's set to expire next year. Vancouver voters have repeatedly approved M&O levies like this one for more than 50 years. The M&O levy makes up 19% of the district's budget and pays for everyday expenses. The second levy up for voter approval is new. It's a technology levy and would pay for things like new student computers and other equipment and support for technology in the classroom. Both of these levies require more than 50% of the vote to pass. To learn more about the levies, just head to the district's website and go to the Spotlight section on the top right-hand corner. Click on the link that says Levy Facts. Vancouver Public Schools narrowly misses out on a federal grant for technology. The district finished 19th of 371 applicants for the Race to the Top grant, missing the cut by just 1.33 points. The Department of Education ended up handing out 16 awards, distributing millions of dollars for technological upgrades for innovative schools. At a recent school board meeting, VPS Superintendent Dr. Steve Webb thanked those who worked hard to put together the district's 1,500-page application. That included principals, union leaders, and staff members. He also reiterated that the district still believes in cutting-edge educational technology, saying, quote, "We will continue to move forward, and I am confident there will be other funding opportunities in the future." That commitment to technology was acknowledged in the Huffington Post, a popular online news and blog site. In an op-ed piece, Vancouver Public Schools was singled out as a leader in 21st century classrooms. VPS is part of the Digital Promise League of Innovative Schools Coalition, a group of school districts from around the country. The goal of the league is to promote innovation through new techniques, partnerships with industry and universities, and digital learning tools. Our country runs on electricity, and where that power will come from in the future is up in the air, figuratively and quite literally. We Learn correspondent Mark Ray shows us how 4th graders are getting hands-on experience with wind turbines.
Take a drive down the Columbia River Gorge and you can't help notice turbine after turbine, taking advantage of the gorge's naturally windy conditions. Students in Carol Patrick's class at Ogden Elementary are learning about 21st century windmills and how to harness clean energy.
There's tons of ways to make electricity.
That's the big picture lesson for Ms. Patrick's students who are examining how we can get away from our reliance on fossil fuels.
The natural resources, the ones that never end, are the ones that are good for our environment.
And thanks to a grant from the Bonneville Power Administration, the students build turbines to learn about one of those natural resources, wind.
We all started out with the same materials. We made different designs and we cut them out and made sure they were all equal and same, and we tested them out.
Using a meter, they experiment to see which designs yield the most power.
Electricity is made by things moving. So the blades move on our fan, on the turbine, and all the gears inside is making mechanical energy.
To improve efficiency, the students have to redesign their blades, painstakingly adjusting angles, shapes, and the number of blades.
It's hard. You have to do it over and over again. You have to make them smaller, you have to do curves, you have to sand it down, you have to cut it, you have to talk to your whole group.
Eventually, they perfect their blades and get enough voltage.
The smaller they are, the more volts you can get because you don't get as much drag.
These young engineers are able to pump water, power a light bulb, and lift a bucket full of washers. Their teacher is a former engineer herself, and her students follow the same design processes used by engineers in the real world.
It's important to document it because then you remember what your steps were, and you can go back and change something if something's wrong with it.
This project is one of many in Carol Patrick's classroom that connects science to the Columbia River Gorge. In another example, students study salmon populations, connecting the classroom to students' everyday lives. For In the Know, I'm Mark Ray.
Thanks, Mark. And to see more We Learn stories on technology in the classroom, just check out our YouTube page. That's youtube.com/VanSDTV. Just click on the We Learn playlist near the bottom of the page. Parents at King Elementary had the chance to do a little holiday shopping for their children at no cost. For the third year now, King set up a shop in its Family Community Resource Center full of gifts for children. Local churches, businesses, and individuals donated to make sure kids would have something waiting for them under the tree this year. Items included toys, books, shoes, and clothes. And the best part, parents were able to personalize gifts for their kids.
It's an opportunity for parents to be engaged. Rather than just come in and have someone hand them a bag of gifts, they actually get to be a part of the process. And so it helps them to uphold their dignity in the process, but it also just gets the whole family involved, so we love it.
Pat Rowe, who ran the shop, said she expects to serve about 110 families this year. That's about 275 children who otherwise may not have gotten any gifts. Several other schools in Vancouver run similar programs, and they're all reliant on donations. Students and staff at Washington Elementary got into the holiday spirit, putting on a performance of the Nutcracker. A crowded gym full of parents watched as the students sang and danced to the classic Tchaikovsky ballet. Student narrators told the story along to the music, and to the delight of the students in the audience, several Washington staff members, including the principal, performed a dance number, wearing masks and fairy wings. A number of young musicians from Vancouver earn All-State and All-Northwest honors. They'll perform for the public at the Oregon Convention Center and Evergreen High School in February. Here's a look at who made the cut, accompanied by music from a middle school orchestra performance at Thomas Jefferson Middle School. If you want to hear more from the district's talented young musicians, you're in luck. Most every school in the district has winter concerts happening, and if you missed the live performances, you can see many of them on Comcast Channel 29. Most of these broadcasts are produced by students in the school's video production departments, so you're not only supporting the musicians, you're supporting the video students as well. For a complete schedule, just go to esd112.org/TV, etc. Every month, Vancouver Public Schools honors its outstanding employees. At the end of this broadcast, stay tuned to see who earned the Excellence Award for the months of November and December. And congratulations to all the hardworking employees who were honored by the school board. Students help students in the annual chess drive. It's a fundraiser for the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools. At Marshall Elementary, students go class to class collecting pennies in manila envelopes. Marshall called its effort "Let's Collect Some More" and used a campfire motif. The school's goal was $600, all of which goes to help families in need.
Some kids don't have school supplies or coats or shoes, or their shoes have holes. It makes me feel good that I'm helping other people.
It's really going to help them because if they want to learn, they're going to need some items to come, and then it's going to really help them. So I think it's really good.
Schools all over Vancouver raised money every year in the chess drive, and staff members hold their own separate fundraising campaign. Here are the unofficial final numbers for the district. The student chess drive pulled in just under $46,000. The school that contributed the most money per capita, Fruit Valley, put in just over $9 for every student. Alki checked in at just under $4, and Columbia River and Skyview tied at $3.31 per student. The staff campaign brought in almost $13,000 thanks to the 1,257 staff members who donated. The Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools supports a number of programs in the district. To learn more, head to their website, www.foundationforvps.org. And that just about does it for us. Be sure to catch up on past episodes of In the Know on our YouTube page. That's youtube.com/VanSDTV. For In the Know, I'm Coleen Nelson.